topics. Yesterday we saw some, political tactics, and I think the opposition parties are trying to change their political formation now. I think they are now ready to go all out, maybe with a 4-3 formation or a 5-4-1. Because yesterday we saw something we have not seen in a very long time, that Atiku hosted Pito. I think this is an interesting development, and we think they are finally ready to cook so that they can bring down the incumbent, which is the government of Tinubu. Don't forget, when PDP was in power, this was the same scheme led by the current president there, whereby he galvanized several opposition parties, and then he had to go down to Daura to meet Buhari, and then he was able to, convince Buhari, and at the end of the day, they form an alliance, and then we know what happened afterwards. APC came into power, and ever since, APC has been in power. Welcome, Mr. Matthew.
Thank you for having me, Mr.
So, looking at these new developments, what have you seen?
Let me say that there's nothing wrong in alignment. There's nothing wrong in forming a coalition. But it's not yet clear what they discussed. But I understand that the P2B visited a good number of PDP heavyweights, the likes of former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, the former vice president of the country, who doubles as the PDP candidate in the last 2023 election, Atiku Abubakar. But the information that came from his spokesman showed that the essence of the visit was to discuss about the welfare of Nigerians. But I know that it may not be unconnected with how to synergize, how to come together, or possibly to wrestle power from the governing party and the presidency of Ahmed Bola Tinubu come 2027. If that's the situation, if that's the case, it's not equally wrong, because the constitution gives them the leverage, the opportunity, not opportunity anyway, the right to interact, to associate. There's freedom of association. So I think they leverage on that freedom to have that conversation. And if this government know that they want to remain in power come 2027 and beyond, I think they need to do the needful. Because currently, Nigerians across the board are saying we are disappointed in the way and manner the government is being run. We are not yet seeing the dividend of democracy as expected. The Northern Elder Forum have come out clearly to say that we made a mistake by voting Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu in 2027. A mistake they say they don't hope to repeat in 2020. Sorry, they say we made a mistake in voting Tinubu in 2023. A mistake they say they don't hope to repeat in 2027. So if people want to get the support of such group and other group who already feel disillusioned by his pattern of government, I think he need to change his tactics.
Okay, well, if this alliance ever comes to pass, don't forget they both had post-election press briefing, and I think Obi submitted a new form of governance whereby he said he thinks every government should now be one term for 5 years. And don't forget, Atiku also mentioned something like, if he comes on board, he's going to change it to 6 years. Let's say, for instance, this alliance ever comes to pass and Atiku becomes the president. First and foremost, you as an obedient, will you support that cause? And then secondly, which one would you go for? Is it a single term run for 5 years or a single term run for 6 years?
Let me say that it's too premature to start asking me the one I will go for, because we have not yet seen their terms. All we are saying is speculative. Then when it comes to whether accepting 6 year term or 5 years term, as the case may be, I think that the one that will protect, guarantee the interest of Nigeria, generality of Nigerians, I think is what I will go for.
Okay, so now let's go to Rivers State. Finally, Fubara has issued another bombshell. He said he will set up a committee of inquiries that will audit the 8 years of Wike's government. But don't forget, Fubara was the Minister of Finance or Commissioner of Finance, who was in charge of the disbursement of money. how true do you think
I
this?
think maybe accountant general also.
Yeah, how true do you think Fubara is serious about it? Because he has to also audit himself. And don't forget, Fubara was one time being chased around by FCC for about 400 billion naira, allegations. I mean, do you think Fubara is just chasing shadows or just making a noise, or do you think he's serious about this?
I think we give him a benefit of doubt because this is the first time we have seen him make such decisive statement, and he has said that John will not mature, that he's going to prove the administration of his predecessor. So I think it's right to give him that benefit of doubt. I've not seen him take action before, but as you have said this, I think he will set the precedence. If at the end of the day he's able to match his word with action, then he becomes a man of action. But for now, it's premature to decipher whether he will do what he has said.
Huh. Well, yet again, Fubara has deployed another, should I say, unconstitutional act. But to my surprise, I think the Rivers people are supporting it. He issued an executive order that the legislative arm to be relocated into the government house. Another one, he said he will no longer pay through the local government chairman, that he will, staffs or the civil servant of local government, that he will not be paying directly. I mean, in all of this, I mean, is this the kind of democracy is this right?
I think to start with, why the people are supporting the governor is because the greatest deficiency Ewike has, which is his political credential, is his inordinate ambition and quest for power. I think Ewike should understand that life is ephemeral in nature. So is political power. It's transcendent. If as humans we have few days on earth, according to the Bible, I don't want to go into the script anyway, then you should know that power itself is temporary. You have had your constitutional 8 years. So what makes you think you must be at controlling the government of a state? We understand that recently he said he was asking for forgiveness from Rivers people, that he made a mistake, that he's going to correct that mistake in due time, at the appropriate time. We need to ask, does it mean this man is still interested in determining who becomes the governor of 2027?
I think he has stated it clearly that he wants to be the godfather.
So I think that is what we should be discouraging. We have seen how Lagos State fell into the hand of an individual since 1999 up to date. And we have seen how Kwara was in the hand of an individual from 1999 until Demis saved the situation in Kwara State. So I don't think it's a scenario we want to see replicating in different places. Because for me, power they say corrupt, absolute power corrupt, absolutely. By the time you make yourself a kingmaker, it becomes an absolute power that you can abuse at any given opportunity. Because you have a situation where a Fubara may not be the most popular candidate as at the time Ewike choose him. But because of that overriding influence they wield in our political system, you see that he was able to force him on the people. Now people have accepted him. He's not coming back to say, no, I made a mistake. Perhaps I will correct it at the appropriate time. For me, I think Ewike should understand.
But Mr. Macho, I think this is you justifying a situation whereby a man is using illegality to correct, illegality.
No,
Because all these things, all these instructions, all these orders of Fubaras are illegal.
No,
So you are supporting illegality.
with or without the order of a Fubara, with or without the executive order, a court of competent jurisdiction in Rivers State have said, yes, the Martin Amawule's led legislative arm is illegal. They should stop parading themselves as members of House of Assembly, having defected from the party that sponsored them into the House. So for now, that is a court judgment that stands until there is another court order or until it's upturned by a court of higher jurisdiction. For now, it stands. So that gives the minority of House of Assembly led by Jumbo the legitimacy to start acting. So with or without going to government house as ordered by the executive order to go and sit, they can sit anywhere and do their legislative business. It's quite unfortunate that Rivers State have come to this level, I must tell you. But I think somebody should tell Wike that enough is enough.
Okay. Thank you for that submission. Brilliant one, Mr. Matthew. Thank you very much. All right. So well, okay, guys, please kindly like and subscribe to this channel. You know, I think this is just one person. Okay, Ross, good. All right, so we have another person with us here. Thank you, my brother. Welcome.
Yeah.
Good. Are you an obedient?
I'm none of them.
All right. I'm aware. I mean, I think you must have heard what is going on.
Yes.
How Obi went to Atiku.
Yes.
And don't forget, these are the people Obi has categorized as structures of criminality. You know. So I mean, what's your take?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah, me, comrade Adedoyin Adejubu. I won't lie for you. At this point, you can see the bragada in the political arena the way it's going. It's unimaginable for us to see Atiku and Obi coming together to start planning ahead for 2027.
Why did you say it's unimaginable?
Like nobody will believe with the way they were, with the way Atiku was trying to bring Obi down at that moment. Like, let's come together, let's negotiate. But Obi was not showing concern at that moment. Obi was just thinking about the House of Rock. To the extent that Obi was even looking for Wike to arrive. Please let us settle this problem. Calling for dialogue. But now after the whole scene is ended, they are now coming together. Well, maybe they plan their lesson.
But there's a code that it is never late than ever. That it is better late
It's possible,
than ever.
but nobody will expect Atiku to go again. Maybe Atiku will be supporting Obi. Or you don't know, maybe Atiku will become vice president under Obi.
No, Atiku cannot become a vice president. He has already been a vice president for 8 years.
Or maybe Obi will become a vice president. Well, it's a good collation if that is possible.
Are you in support?
If this kind of game is well plotted, I won't lie for you. APC is nowhere to be found.
Why?
Because right now APC is failing. I want you to go to every part of Lagos State. People are now going on 2 daily meals.
Wow.
In APC regime.
Wow.
This government have already told us that they are the solution.
They promised us ₦1 to $1.
In fact, to the extent that at the beginning they were telling us, if you can remember, they brought change.
I remember.
Told us that Buhari has only one house. Told Nigerians that Buhari has only one car. That is the only person that did not steal when he was president. That was change. Before you know, we were enjoying for 4 years for change. They ended telling us that no, we cannot solve it for 4 years. We will need another 4 years. They call it next level. Now, next level comes. It was frustration. Telling us that it is Saraki that is the problem. They said Saraki out of office. We never knew that APC themselves were building their houses on lies. Everything that APC did, they build the house. The foundation of the house was on lies.
Are you saying APC is a propaganda machine?
No. In fact, these people, they are even beyond propaganda.
How will you qualify them?
I qualify them as a sadist.
They like to see people sad.
Oh, no. APC have brought sadness to the life of the people. Me, comrade Adedoyin is saying it.
Sadness.
People are sad. I want you to go to Ifo. Go to all those. So people are still smiling now because of what they get during Jonathan regime. The 8 years of Buhari shock us. This one, I won't lie for you. People are dying of hunger. To the extent that this government is now pushing their responsibility to church. Now, if a church pastor give you money today, give you money next Sunday, there will be a time church of God will even shut down. Because if you go to every parastatal of business now, people cannot on generator again. And where is even the light?
But some people say they now have light.
Where is the light? Look at what Labour is fighting for now, for their protests as of yesterday. The high price of electricity is killing in Lagos State. We are paying for everything we are using. Before you know, the Senate president, they are now bringing law of crime. So now, what Obi and Atiku is doing It's a shock to we Nigeria this morning. But if God can help them to collate as fast as possible before 2027 election, I won't lie for you. Nigerians are tired of APC. Ìyà ipò gan o.
But if they finally agree to collate, who would you prefer to I mean, to be the front runner? Atiku or Obi? To be realistic, who do you think will win?
Me right now, I foresee the Northerner that they've plot a grave for Jagaba. But Jagaba himself is supposed to look inward very well. That the past regime has plot a grave for him because the North are drunk of power. They want power by all means. The only thing that Jagaba can do now is to sit down. He still has opportunity. He has 3 years. He still has opportunity.
That means to perform.
To perform. I won't lie for you.
Do you think he has the capacity to perform?
Baba has the capacity to perform. If only he can sit down and replan himself. Let me tell him the 4 things he need to do now if you want to get it right.
Okay, you want to help him?
Yes. Mr. President, Adedibu will help you. Number 1 thing that you need to solve now that is very, very important is to talk about restructuring.
That means, what do you mean? What kind of restructuring?
Let's go back to regional system of government. That should be your number 1 priority.
Are you sure that will help?
That is number 1 priority. When every sectors have their region working, when local government are generating income for the government.
Will the National Assembly support that?
The National Assembly need to support. That is why Baba is the armed forces of Nigeria. You are the leader of this country. You have to put forth to it if you want this government to work.
No, we're in a democracy now.
Baba, see, the democracy we are practicing is the original democracy. The people that gave us independence, what kind of federalism system are they practicing in their place? Are we practicing it? Everything now is based on bragada. If you don't want shame to come on you, you still have 3 years to perform. Restructure, that's number 1. Let's go back to the regional system of government. Create state policing.
Okay.
Number 2, which is very, very important that you need to do, is that there should be price control.
Price control.
Price control. See, sir, let me tell you what Nigerians don't know today. A lot of food have reduced. But our people did not want to reduce the price of food. They don't want to reduce the price of food. But if you can bring price control to every basic amenities we are using, like that we cannot do without, like food, like soap, all those kind of things that we can't do without. I won't lie for you, Nigeria will be happy. If Nigeria can buy 1 derica of rice today for 500 naira.
Without producing, you think you can
Sir. The past regime, Muhammadu Buhari, there is a money that they loan the agriculture sector in the north. They collected the money. Till now, they've not returned the money. And they are lying that there is no money. All those Hausas who have collected money from the central bank, all the things that go in the farm, only to us in the city, expensive. I won't lie for you. God will judge them.
All right, thank you, Alga. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. So, please, if you are just joining us, kindly like and share and subscribe to this page so that more people can have access to this important information that we bring to you guys as it is live. This is live. We are reporting from Lagos State. Yeah, Mr. Iwan.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So yesterday I think we saw some little drama in the Nigerian politics. We saw. I know you are an obedient.
Yes.
So we saw your principal. Should I say romancing with? Some structure of criminality, which is Atiku. Mr. Iwan, is this a welcome idea?
First things first. I felt that Atiku invited him. Or Atiku tweeted yesterday that it's an honor, a privilege to host Peter Obi. Keyword is that means he invited him. Assuming that Obi went there by himself, would have been welcome. I welcome him. But you see, first things first. 2019, they both ran together on the same ticket under the PDP. And one thing about Peter is that he respects people. Even Tinubu, he called him elder brother till today.
Are you saying if Tinubu calls Obi, he will go and meet him?
No. As in, call him in what how do I put it?
To come and have conversation with him.
Yes, I know. Peter Obi doesn't have a problem.
Are you sure?
Because there's even one upcoming event in the US where the both of them are likely to speak. Peter Obi doesn't have a problem.
Okay.
Peter Obi is not a bitter politician. But what I'm saying is that now we are not seeing some calculation that there may be an alliance between the PDP and the obedience movement.
Labour Party.
So what I'm just saying is again, where I stand on is very simple. Any alliance that will not make Peter Obi the president is a no for us. The obedience. We don't know, but we have been hearing there may be alliance between Peter Obi and Atiku. That's not concern. Any alliance that Peter Obi is not the principal, the president, no for us.
Mr. Yuan,
Yes.
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you think Obi can get to that presidency without using Atiku as a stepping stone?
I think so.
Don't forget, immediately after the election, they both had a press conference.
Yes.
Where Obi is suggesting 5 years single term,
Yes.
and Atiku suggested 6 years single term. Don't you think if the two of them coalesce and they now form a new frontier,
Yes.
a new opposition, don't you think Atiku will be the front runner? Then after 5 years, Obi comes in.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know that is what people are. Oh, Obi should use Atiku as first things first. This president that is on the seat, this one that I know, this man cannot leave power. This one is not good with Jonathan. You don't know him. You don't Tinubu. That's my opinion. Tinubu power. That's my opinion. No, but then let us not leave that. Atiku is as in northern is like now is like leader of Fulani since he's still in politics. Because why is to be?
Yeah.
So for Obi to become president or not to become president, people are saying let them use Atiku as a stepping stone again, which is quite alright. But me, like I've always stood on the side of morality. Atiku's people, they have ruled Nigeria. Let the president let it go to the east. These people, they are not second class. It should not be vice. That's what we are standing for. These people, they are not second class. They have a right to be president in Nigeria. It's simple. It's not. They have a right to become president in this country. You understand? So let Atiku now. God bless his age. I love him. Respect to him. But he's getting older. Let him back Peter Obi. He can endorse him. He has a good name. Then Obi now can now own Kwankwaso, for example. Kwankwaso is still young. That's what normally the way this country is going, Nigeria is into deep mess. You know what I'm talking about. Nigeria needs to be rescued. People should leave this their pride and come together to save this country. Look at the prices of I know somebody that is working he's saying that I get working in Ikeja. I get to Ikeja, like 100 200. Now it is 500 I'm talking now. When I come to 1,000, that means collecting 40,000 salary. So we move 10,000 travel money in 30 days. That's 10,000 now. So people are suffering. So the politicians they should come down from their high horses down for the first time. Atiku, God bless you. You're an elderly man. How old is he going to be in the next 3 years? Let him endorse as a statesman. You have been the vice. Write your name in history. That's even what I said about this Tinubu. I said Tinubu, you are good as a godfather. Endorse Oshibanjo. I said this now. Endorse like Oshibanjo. If you like Fashola, stay as a statesman. But they say no. This is the result. So Atiku, please try endorse our leader Peter Obi. Then Kwakwaso can now come as a vice. Then they can be power chain agreement. There's no problem. Then after Kwakwaso can now become president. See, Nigeria is going down the drain. There's insecurity. 5 farmers were killed yesterday. On Saturday, 49 farmers were killed, and you are now wondering why there's food scarcity, but there's no food. Look at the policies of this government. They rush to make policies. You floated the naira at the same time with and again you look for subsidy. That is twin evil. That's what we have to do. So Nigeria must be rescued. People are suffering. Families are gnashing their teeth. There's nothing to eat. The insecurity in the land. Investors are not coming. So now Nigeria needs a man that has a name that at least people should be able to trust in. A man that can speak. I'm talking about international fora. It's not by becoming president. Tinubu is president. God bless him. But look at the result. It's not about being president. It's not about you can get to that power. What are you going to do with that power? We need somebody that at least the world, the international community can trust, that they know.
Mr. Riluwan,
Yes.
in politics, there is no permanent friend, there's no permanent foe. The only thing that is permanent is your interest.
Yes.
Now, Atiku's interest has always been to become the president.
Yes.
What if Obi now decides to step down to run with Atiku again, just as he did in 2019, and he comes back to explain to the obedient? You as a representative of the obedient family,
Yes.
and he explained to you that okay, fine, if they win, they will go for just Atiku will probably go for just 5 years or 6 years maximum. Will you as an obedient support him? I just want to be sincere, because at the end of the day, you have to grab the power first, isn't it? If Obi was the vice president today, he has higher chances of becoming president in the near future. Will you support it?
No, I won't support it, because the politicians are they always it is easy for them to sign agreement, it's easy for them to talk. We see that power is very sweet. To leave that power and to do sometimes, so you see most times how many people have, even governors, that have left the position for their deputy. So to me it will be very, very hard. You understand? So if as maybe Buhari has endorsed Oshibanjo, maybe like become president today, but the Buhari endorsed him. No. So I wouldn't. I would not support it. Obedience. All of us, we are not zombies. We don't think one way. All of us, we have independent minds. So other obedience can say it is a good development. But I might look at it and say no. I don't want. I don't want. For that significance, for example, Peter Obi is an Igbo man. I've always said that Igbo people, they are not second-class citizens. They deserve to be president. I've always been saying it. You know me. So that significance alone, they don't be going to fight. No, they can lead. So let them lead. Let us see what they can do. We've seen Obasanjo led. We've seen Adwa, may so rest in peace. That was my best president. We've seen Jonathan did so. We've seen Buhari. I've seen what Tinubu is doing. So almost say let them lead for the first time. Let us see what they can do. You understand? They are not second. So I want to see them lead. I want to see them be in power. Then we should be able to say, okay, this is what the people can do. These are their strengths, and this is what they can offer to the nation. So that is it. I don't want. I will not support Tabi being the vice for anybody.
Okay, finally, let's just talk briefly about Wike and Fubara. Fubara has now finally issued a statement that he will expose Wike's 8 years of government, how corrupt he was. Don't forget, Fubara was also a part of that government. Do you think Fubara is just making empty threats, or do you really think he would go with the audit?
In politics, it's not good to be on the defensive. You have to be on the offensive. So for the first time, Fubara now is on the offensive, which I support personally as a person. Now, whether Wike is corrupt or not, that will be left for the competent court to decide. In Nigeria, if someone that sees 50 billion is not corrupt, but better than see 15 naira is corrupt. That's how Nigeria works. So I'm looking at the angle of, but you see, in Nigeria, when protesters are fighting, is where I'm always happy. That's where secrets are open. Because in Nigeria, we are just docile politically. We always call on God to do what we should be able to do by ourselves. God will not come down to help Nigeria. It's we that help ourselves. So every Nigerian now should be happy. Everybody in Port Harcourt should be happy that let them expose themselves. Because as they're exposing, we get to be talking in his own back. Assuming they are not docile, assuming they have brain, they should not be fighting with themselves. See the money that have embezzled in government. Anytime two elephants are fighting, gas will suffer. But this time around, when it comes to fighting of corruption, anytime two elephants are fighting, the gas will enjoy. But in Nigeria, we are too docile in politics. We see things, we are allowed to slide. This one should not slide. Let them come out to disgrace themselves. You stole 50 billion, for example, you to stole 30 billion. So that we can be seen amount of the common of the country that have been stolen. You understand? Let them insult themselves, let them fight, let them disgrace themselves. That's what I want to see. And I'll be very, very happy to see what will come out of it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Riruwan, for your time. Thank you very much. Okay. Followers, please kindly like this video. What we have is just 0 like. Please kindly like so that more people and YouTube can help us push our video for more people to join us whenever we go live. This is the only way you can support us. Please kindly like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share our links with people that you would want them to have a take or a share in this news. Please kindly join us tomorrow. So we have come to the end of this today's interview. We'll join you again once again tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye bye.